Hello and welcome to Durant Cricket. This short video will help you easily and quickly construct your new poly sight screen and have it ready for use in no time at all. Firstly, it's important to make sure you have all the components and the tools you'll need for its construction, so you may like to check them off against the following list. The components for a poly sight screen are 1 heavy-duty channel base, 2 heavy-duty wheel bases, 4 wheels, 2 uprights, 4 long bracing supports, 14 plastic boards, 1 top bar with metal straps for the insertion of plastic boards, 2 middle bars with metal straps for the insertion of plastic boards, 1 bottom bar with metal straps for the insertion of plastic boards, 1 bag of nuts, bolts, washers and split pins. Tools you'll need are as follows: 2 impact drivers or 90mm sockets and ratchet to tighten the nuts and bolts, 1 adjustable spanner or 90mm spanners to help tighten nuts and bolts, 1 pair of pliers, 4 trestles or similar supports for the wheelbase, and 2 4-metre working height step ladders to reach the top of the poly sight screen frame. Prior to construction, there's a little preparation to complete, so it's a good idea to start by setting out the trestles in a square about 3 meters apart to support the heavy-duty wheelbases and make easy access to the nuts and bolts that need to be fitted. Once the heavy-duty wheelbases have been placed in position on the trestle tables or similar supports, you can bolt the 2 heavy-duty wheelbases together with the heavy-duty channel base using the M12 by 40mm bolts, M12 nuts and washers, and the impact driver and adjustable spanners or a 90mm suitable spanner. The wheels can then be added, making sure both the grease nipples and the large washers are on the outside. Insert the split pins and split using the pliers. You can now lower the completed heavy-duty base frame onto the ground and lay out the long bracing bars, component E, ready for attachment. Attach 2 of the long bracing supports to the back of the heavy-duty base frame with 2 M12 by 75mm bolts and M12 nuts, tightening with the impact driver and adjustable spanners. The next step is to lay out on the ground the 2 uprights, the top bar and upper middle bar, making sure the metal straps line up to allow the plastic balls to be inserted. Attach at each end using 2 M12 by 75mm bolts and M12 nuts with the nuts on the outside. Next step is to lift the new frame into the upright position and onto the heavy-duty base frame before securing with 2 M12 by 40mm bolts and M12 nuts. Now attach the lower middle bar to the frame with 2 M12 by 40mm bolts and M12 nuts at each end, and finally attach the bottom bar to the bottom of the frame with 2 M12 by 40mm bolts and M12 nuts at each end. You'll now need to attach both the 2 long bracing supports to the front of the heavy-duty base frame with 2 M12 by 75mm bolts and M12 nuts. Finally, secure both the back and front long bracing supports to the uprights with 2 M12 by 75mm bolts and M12 nuts. For this, you'll need to put your ladders in place and extend to a 4-metre working height. Once you have completed the frame, carefully insert the plastic boards into the bars with the grooves facing the cricket square, starting upwards through the top middle bar and the top bar before downwards through the lower middle bar and into the bottom bar. Congratulations, your poly sight screen is now ready to be wheeled into position, ready for its first game.